Good afternoon, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is, of course, Rogue Trader. 40k, Warhammer, all that. And we've got a Space Marine. Ulfar was his name, I believe. We managed to add him to our party. So let's see if he's actually good or just big. And my streams look fine. Let's load game. And yeah, I did do all the leveling up offline and, you know, played around a bit, but I didn't like save or anything, so except after the leveling up, of course. So first of all, I did notice that this guy has some stuff, and I need some equipment if I'm to kill your enemies. So we give him a Xtonos Pain Converter and get some stuff. The servants are always dragging worthless trifles in here. I have no use for them. Find yourself a club or a sharp stick suited to your abilities. You should try something more advanced, assuming you are not afraid of accidentally killing yourself with it. So there's all sorts of crap here. Like this. Helmet for the Space Marine because he cannot use a normal headgear, I guess because his head is much bigger. A new sword and a nice sniper rifle. So let's just buy everything. And let's see. So yeah, he can use Lullaby Shale. That's whatever. And what's this glove? I think the glove might be good for him. Yeah, it's plus 10 strength and 5 toughness, and yeah, so it's just an upgrade to this one. And then the helmet. So this would add momentum when he kills somebody, but the other one grants armor. I guess let's try it. And a new sword. Right, there was some Drukhari weapon. Did they go down here or something? Incubus Clave. Yeah, the damage is quite high on this one. Maybe I should equip this for her. Severed hand. There was also like some circular kind of blade. Let's just see weapons. Here it is. Okay, here are the Black Haze Venom Blade. This would be lots of poison and stuff. Let's see what other... attacks against targets suffering from toxin applied. Toxin has the same power to all enemies within 2 cell radius of target. Maybe I still like the other one more. This is a one-handed weapon. don't think this guy knows how to use Drukhari weapons. No. I guess. Okay, let's just go, and then we should go to the combat arena. Before that, we can get some trophies or whatever body parts to give to our new master, quote unquote. You know, as soon as the game loads, of course. So there's this guy, Rack.
Look no further.
Move, you fat asses. So we can just do this. I will show you which of us is really meat. And attack. The injector system clicks as it drives pistons into the giant's body, and it responds with a blind howl of unadulterated rage. The brute lunges, but its strike does not startle you. And he's dead. So yeah, not even a fight or anything. Some hex rifles, probably not that great, but we get his gland or something. Oops, not this way. So I guess then we can go to the combat arena. We are a bit, you know, damaged, most of our characters, but whatever. If thou seest the flaw in me, smite me. Argence's hoarse whispers are nothing like usual, clear, almost mellifluous voice that she uses for prayer. Smite me. She looks up at you, her dark eyes gleam anxiously. Rogue trader, you find me at a prayer. Darkness surrounds us, and we will require all the spiritual fortitude our ravaged hearts can muster. Are you distraught because of Vigastes' fate and the deaths of those betrayed by the Commissar? Argenta hangs her head. Yes, I am. I was the one who found those people. I brought them to the Commissar. I prayed for them, and I gave them hope. And he sent them to an abattoir to die for those monsters' amusement. They might have, in their final moments, they might have thought that I too had betrayed them. So she only cares about herself. Typical woman. I once more failed to see wickedness where I should have seen it. I failed those people, loyal and brave. But it is not only that. I thought naively that faith and perseverance had helped me cut through the schemes of the foul Xenos, that we were on a path to freedom. In truth, though, it was just another part of the act, and the vile monsters must have been cackling with glee as they observed my foolishness. If prayer is helping you get through this, I am glad to hear it. Prayer always helps. Argenta pauses, contemplating something. A shadow crosses her face, followed by a flash of unreadable emotion. Tell me, rogue trader, do you trust me? Please look into my heart. Tell me what you see. I guess I should, I don't really trust her judgment. I trust her combat ability, though. I do. You're a faithful ally. But what if I am undeserving of your trust? Rogue trader, to lose hope is to err in the eyes of the Emperor, and I am drawing closer to erring than ever before. The darkness all around me thickens, and the clutches of our captors are strong. If I am to give myself fully to the battle ahead, I will need all my strength, and to summon such strength I must purge my soul. Tell me, will you hear my confession? Of course. I killed Theodora von Valancius. Ooh. Interesting, I wasn't expecting that. What? You discover truth about Theodora's death achievement. Elliot raises her head slightly and looks around, clearly not fully understanding what is wrong, but sensing the shift in the mood around her. Yes, it was me, not your treacherous kin Voidqueer, not the cultist. Me! She speaks with a strange blend of pride and horror in her voice. I remember every last detail. The ship was under attack. I grabbed my weapon and ran to her side because I thought it was my duty to protect the Emperor's chosen. And what did I witness when I burst into her study? Theodora von Valancius, a rogue trader holding a sinister sorcerous artifact radiating with profane light. It was a lens like the ones we saw in the Rycad system, except it was smaller and far more potent. I instantly knew it to be a weapon of the archenemy. I had seen objects like it before on Salis Prime, the planet where I had sought the sacred relic and where I had nearly died at the hands of the cultists. So many things were made clear to me in that moment. So piercing was the revelation, so obvious the answer to how those heretics had found their way to a planet known to none but the House von Valancius. I fired before I could even fully understand what I was seeing. A terrace light must have guided my hand, for one shot was all it took. Supercritical hit. The auto pistol's burst destroyed both the archenemy's artifact and its owner's black heart, but hey, I appreciate what she did. Like, especially if Theodora was a servant of the archenemy, but regardless, I didn't like her. And yeah, I fired before I could even comprehend what I was seeing. So that's like, America, fuck yeah. That's a good attitude. I did not regret killing her, nor do I regret it now. Theodora had succumbed to the archenemy and its dark sorcery. The entire attack on the ship was merely the result of her and Voigtveer feuding over their spoils, and I realized it in my heart the moment I saw the artifact in her hand. But standing in the same room was the honorable arch-militant, a devout servant of the Emperor, and the reason I had made it of Salis Prime after the cultist attack. When he saw me firing at Theodora, he instinctively rushed to protect her. I killed him too. Argenta lowers her gaze for a moment. Do you remember the orphans I once asked you to meet with, rogue trader? One of the boys was the son of the man I killed. My whole life I had sworn I would not allow villains to orphan children of the Imperium, and then I did so myself. Orphan is here as a verb. Okay. Lady Theodora, Mort, fell at the hand of the one meant to protect the servants of the God Emperor. I never doubted the security of the von Valancius bloodline when you were close, but now the very foundations on which the power of the rogue trader seem to have been violated. Abelard looks at Argenta with a visceral loathing in his eyes, uncovered by either courtesy or respect. Argenta looks at you anxiously, waiting for your reaction. Hmm. You kept this secret all this time. I did, and I despised myself for doing so. Sisters of battle are taught to laugh in the face of lies and intrigue, but instead I feared that I would face immediate execution for the murder of the rogue trader. No, I would have given you an award or something. I hoped that people would think it was Voigtveer or the cultist who killed her. And I was right, but that lie it burned my throat, and here, in this horrific reality away from Terra's light, I realized that I could keep my silence no longer. You should have told me the truth. I see no reason to condemn you. Theodora deserved to die for her treachery. As for other victims, it was acceptable collateral damage. I suppose you're right. I had to punish the heretic, and punish her I did. I'm glad to have revealed the truth to you, rogue trader. This honesty has been driving me out of my mind. Okay, now we know. Assuming she's telling the truth, and I think she is. And we got an achievement about it, so that sort of confirms that it's probably the case. Theasters of woe, an exquisite strife awaits you. The blood-stained proselytes will face the sophisticated killers of the Cabal of the Poisonous Whisper, and the challengers who have already survived one fight in the arena will go against the fresh battle meat provided by the Cabal of the Wounded Skies. Okay. Yes, move on. I hate this, that, you know, the real-time text boxes, because either they're too fast or too slow. I wish I could just click away to move to the next one. Slytherin. I've never seen any Harry Potter movies or read any of the books, but I know Slytherin is a thing. Let's put these guys here. Oh no, this is maybe this side then, because that guy reaches further like that. I guess this is for sniping, this is for fun. Abelard. Argenta. Sure. Maybe it's a bit too far to see this well on this. Sniping zone functioning. Defense zone, yes. Alright. And I guess this. Okay, fine. Slam. Not the best, not the worst hit. Oh, nice. Went down. I guess that missed. Early yet. I guess I should focus on the snipers. Yeah, there's a couple of snipers here.
Not your monkey. If it serves your cause.
Okay, we hit. Should we? Sure, let's use that.
This tedium has been.
Okay, it's not dead.
I understand your intent.
Miss. Okay. How about focusing on the other sniper? Maybe next turn. Ow. That did damage. Alright. Sniping. Let's see. Let's give everybody who is close enough this thing.
Your end is nigh.
Alright, now even Abelard should be there. Argenta. Fine. Earlier. Okay, and now he can go back here, I guess, and snipe.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my
Maybe that's
steps.
not necessary though, but let's see.
And so shall it towards our ultimate victory.
Nice. I can still shoot. No, let's mark this
Rejoice.
as prey.
shall be.
Okay, we hit. Not a great hit, but it's a hit. Maybe mark one of these slithering spray. Why not all of them?
Actions will speak louder than words.
Ow. Okay, good. You parried something.
Is that all you've got?
Is the reward.
Alright, Argenta. This shouldn't, yeah, that shouldn't exhaust her movement points.
Doubt is for the weak.
Sparta! Let's see. Actually, because she's, you know, good at firing big groups, firing at big groups, maybe. Let's just go there, controlled shot,
By faith.
get an attack. No, okay, that guy didn't even get attack of opportunity.
I'll do it. I was chosen.
Okay, nobody's dead.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, let's go here
Rejoice in
and use
battle.
this.
I'll do it.
Nice! She shouted so hard that some of those guys died.
As the Emperor commands.
Nice, and then use
I
this.
am his will made manifest.
Well, we can still. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just use this. Not the greatest. Is there anybody else? No. Okay, I guess. Just, you know. Nice. Took a lot of damage. Let's switch to the sword if somebody comes close to hit her. Finally, this fat ass gets to act. Oh. Alright. Power glove. Now you're playing with power. Wait. Nice. Okay. Let's try to kick this guy again. Yes, he's down. We can do a melee attack, I guess then. Or is there who else? This guy, we could actually go hit him, but no, the Abelard can take care of that.
None can do better than a warrior of the All-Father!
Let's see. Let's just do this. Very heroic warfare. Like, you know, somebody's lying on the ground and just like, you know, fire a burst at it. Sure, you can end this. He has almost 200 hit points.
Target well struck.
Ooh, nice. Okay, it's not dead yet, but almost. Okay, the hit chances aren't the best. How about if we use this gun? Ooh, I don't know, just
do my duty.
dodge. Damn it.
At your beck and call. Indeed. It will be done.
All of these. I wish there was like a macro or something I could choose to just pick all of those things. There's 4 enemies. Ah yeah, both slits are still alive. No, sure, fine.
Explorers know one route.
Nice.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to serve.
Maybe make it. No, it's, yeah, it's too far away.
Fails.
I guess. Oh, somebody died. Ah, okay, and Earliet killed the sniper. So only 1 enemy left. Ah, she has to reload.
If I must.
Let's see.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
I'm not your Xenos pet
If it
monkey.
serves your cause.
Oh yeah, we. Okay. Ah, we can still use this.
This tedium is beneath ancestors. Guide me.
I will not be deterred.
Is he gonna die from? Yes. Okay. And more people seem to be arriving. Abus runs his fingers along the edge of the blade. Your former captives, you have a chance to rectify the mistake that made you forfeit your Archon's favor. Bloodstained proselyte. One of the witches lets out an acerbic laugh. I doubt Imeris will change her mind, and Sinistoria will surely not want to give up her new plaything. Marajai grips his blades with such strength that you can hear the scraping of his gauntlets against the handles. In the name of the God Emperor, attack.
Your words mean nothing to me, for I speak the language of retribution. Do not plead for swift death.
Sure, let's shoot it.
Let me educate you.
Wait, why are we here?
And so
Wait, okay, our characters like change positions. Okay, well, at least we can go back here.
May the divine's will be done. Let this be the
Okay, we killed one. That's good. Oh yeah, let's mark Abus and Marajai as somebody we want to kill.
I will not be deterred.
My mastery is unsurpassed.
Ah, okay, he healed my tech priest, Pascal, right? Between the fights, I guess that's good. see. That's probably pretty decent. Yeah. Let's go here and use. Yes, let's go here first.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my
Furious
heart.
recital.
Eradicate it.
Okay. Wait, did somebody die from that? Marajai died. He died from that. Like
Faith without deeds is worthless.
the Emperor thinks you're a complete bundle of sticks, and oh my God, you're right, and then he died.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay.
As the Emperor cannot eradicate it.
Nice.
I'll do it.
Okay, sure.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Yeah, I think she's better than the Space Marine at killing people.
As the
Like
Emperor
somebody in
commands,
my
I
chat
act.
a long time ago said that, you know, Cassie is gonna be OP when you have some skills with her. I'm not denying she might be, but I think Argenta is the OP one here. So Ulfar. The Ulfater.
I challenge you, damn get.
Actually, it's not super effective, at least not yet.
Wolves rip. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. Silence fresh.
Right, we have one step. Well, we can go here. Okay.
Wolf is on the hunt.
We can still hit. Alright, we can use this devastating attack, even though it.
Succeeds.
No, now we cannot use the sword anymore.
My instincts
Damn it.
tell me to
Then let's use Reckless Rush to rush somewhere. Let's rush behind this guy, so
Those reek of
we are at least holding him captive. There's only 3 guys left, and only one of them is standing.
My place is at the fore.
Okay,
Pay for this in blood.
good enough for now. Let's shoot this dude.
Victory is imminent.
Nice. Ooh, not a bad shot. Like that did actual
It
damage.
will be done.
Fine, let's use this.
You're back and call.
Damage to bulk.
Skill is lacking.
Nice dodge. Nice parry. Oh, not so nice parry because it wasn't a parry. Oh, okay. Is Argenta gonna wrap things up?
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the
Yeah,
Emperor
that should
commands,
cut him down. Nice.
I'll do it.
Not everybody hasn't even got a turn yet, and Argenta is kicking ass again. Oh wait, she's out of bullets. Damn it. Okay, that sucks. Well, let's
I will
go
bathe this battlefield in righteous
here.
fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, then can we Sparta the guy to death? No. I guess we cannot. She cannot move anymore. She could hit. Oh well. Okay, Argonaut. Can you see the dude? Damn it. Sort of. Oh, can see. Let's use this thing. Oh yeah, make him a prey. Hunt down the Freeman.
Rejoice in service. And so shall another step
Nice,
towards our
nice hit.
ultimate victory.
Finale, as bloody as it's disappointing, the pathetic amateurs who were wrongfully proclaimed champions of the arena have been brought down at the hands of an ungodly challengers. Impale the failures, glory to the victor. They're quite honorable, like, you know, they don't feel threatened by us, even though, well, that's dumb, because we're of course gonna kill them and kick their asses. Get out, monkey, and tell Tervantius he will pay for this insult. Okay. Let's save. Gonna get some water for my tea. And I'll be right back. Yeah, but it's so funny that Marajai just died from Argenta's shout of anger. Okay, what do we have here? X-rifle? Nah, we don't need that. Capillite Venom Blade, I probably have this crap as well. How many of these things do we have? Can we... We have reinforced Capillite. Okay, it's the same stuff, right? Wait, this is something. Witch armor. Do I have? I guess that's witch. We don't need any of this garbage then. What's this? All to inventory. Ah, okay. Okay, that's good. All to cargo. So we can do it quickly if we need to. Okay. Capillite splinter pistol. Okay, this is a better splinter. Hakaria, I guess this might be okay. Yeah, it's one-handed. Bloodseeker Clave. Okay, that's it. And of course, neuroagonizers. And Marachai's nerve fibers. Let's see these swords. Incubus Clave. The damage in this one is a bit higher. It's bleeding. Sure, let's give it to her. So we have stuff to give to, what's his name, Tervantius. And there's still loot to be had. Just random crap. Stitches, blah blah blah. So there's some loot somewhere here still. Like here. Ah, the snipers, of course. Can we use the portals? No. I think we might get... Yeah, they're here. We might get their stuff if we leave the arena.
Know your duty.
You scum! I don't want to die. Yeah, we are back to... Well, like Argenta, she's the truly OP one here. True, back to, you know, executing people with impunity. What's this? Deadshot splinter rifle. I guess that might be okay. Is it actually better than an Alas blaster? Okay. So yeah, let's see if the new poison rifle is better than the one that Owlcat has now. Oh, who's this? Your Lordship, an emergency meeting has been called in the pit. We need you. Blah blah blah. Okay. Last will. Lord Captain's allies want to meet him in the pit to discuss what to do next. Owlcat. Yeah, this is better. More damage, more armor penetration, more toxin damage. There's also a burst possibility. But this is like a... Yeah, it's a splinter rifle. Is it the same as a... Well, it has a dead eye shot, so it basically means it's like a sniper rifle, right? It's also like auto fire.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Let's go to the pit then. Rah. But yeah, now I have to call this game woke, because the Sister of Battle is much better at combat than the Space Marine. Like, of course, the Space Marine probably could be better if, like, I don't know, all the improvements were, like, all his talents and stuff were the same as Argent, or at least very close to it. Hang in there, comrade, you will recover. Slay 100 Xenos in the name of the Emperor. Okay, it's just some random NPCs. Malice is still there in the cage. Yep, the Snake Man. Oh, what's going on with the camera? As soon as you walk in... What's going on? As soon as you walk in, the eyes of everyone in the room turn to you. The Commissar barks a command and the fighters salute you in a perfect uniform. Glory to House von Valancius. Your Lordship, as you may have read in my memo, your life is in mortal danger. Your series of impressive victories in the arena has incurred the ire of the profane Xenos. The witches won't let you emerge from your next fight alive. As true servants of the Imperium, we cannot let that happen. Awaiting your orders. His peaked cap gleaming, the Commissar clicks his boots loudly. The only sign that betrays his trepidation is the faint trembling of his hands. I've seen you, poisonous gnat. leading your comrades to their deaths in the arena, but now you are willing to stand with the Etvada against all of Comorak, to suffer what is certain to be a gruesome and agonizing death. You are still an unworthy scoundrel, of course, but you have chosen an honorable way out. It was this dogmatic votary, was Commissary's note. Will gain. What's this? Hastily scribbled note saying, "You pissed off the witches big time, you won't escape the fury, we need a plan. Meet me at the pit, the Emperor protects, Commissar." I guess it means like if we have it, we get this option. Warriors of the Imperium, the God Emperor's gaze is upon us here and now. I'm ready to meet my death face to face, for I know he watches over me. What about you? Will you disgrace yourself in his eyes, or will you fight and prevail? The crowd's fierce and inspired roar deafens you. You see the glowing eyes of the people who have gathered here. This fire craves to be released so that it may consume any and all enemies of humanity who dare to stand in the way of the Emperor's devout servants. As you observe the crowd, the Commissar's gaze jumps right out at you. For the first time since you met him, his eyes are filled with genuine righteous fury without a trace of falsehood or mockery. With the might of your faith, you spurred the false Commissary Iago Sotny to do what one would have thought impossible, to escape the Dark City, repent, and rekindle his faith in the God Emperor. Damn, we are good. We got the Commissar's note, yes. And dogmatic +5. You can count on us, your lordship. Our best chance of gaining the upper hand is to hit them with a surprise attack. You are the man who triumphed over the blood-stained proselytes. It shouldn't be much of a challenge for you to last long enough in the arena until we can strike our enemy when they least expect it. Good luck to you, your lordship. The Emperor protects. Okay. Let's talk to our own companion still. And we have to find Cassie somehow. She is being held by the Tarvantius guy.
May these instructions protect the machine spirits that serve me from the blasphemies of corrupted technology.
We have been betrayed, Pascal.
Reverse analysis is showing the act of sabotage to have been predictable. The directives interacting with xenoraces warn about non-humans' proclivity for breaching contracts. The data concerning the unreliability of the unit, Iliad, has been archived.
Pascal's voice is dry and different, but his drilling Megadendrite roars menacingly. How are you feeling after all the punishment your body has taken?
Functional parameters restored to suboptimal levels. In token of mourning for the loss of true flesh, the pain receptor blocking systems have been disabled. Algetic stimulation engaged in integral catharsis mode.
Do you ever regret turning down the opportunity to comprehend Xenotech through your own flesh and blood?
This statement is false. The adjacency of xeno-augmetics to the sacred metal of the machine god and their interaction with it resulted in algorithmic paradoxes and the blasphemous consequences thereof. The Omnissiah purifies and protects.
The Megadendrite clicks in its claws resolutely. Any valuable thoughts on how we can get out of here?
Strategic recommendation. Analysis has shown that the non-human community is racked by strife. Exploiting the Xenos mutual differences can result in temporary alliances that will provide the technological means of returning the unit from Valancius to real space.
How does it feel to be in Comorak? It's a rare opportunity.
This place is calling out to the Omnissiah for an act of purifying and gracious xenocide.
Xenocide, yes.
Spatial disharmony observed here points to its anathematic nature. That being said, complete extermination is not advised. Those in possession of technological knowledge should be rounded up and subjected to interrogation and vivisection prior to disposal.
Don't lose your morale, we're gonna make it.
May the filters of knowledge bestowed upon us by the machine god protect us from the temptations and horrors of blasphemous revelations.
Well put.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
It still bothers me that he uses the word fruitful when he's, you know, mostly machine. Machine fruit. Does Earlier have anything new to say?
You came back from the dark, Elentark? Unharmed.
What happened to you after the trial?
I was meant to share your fate, Elentark, and vanish in the Dark City's rotting underbelly. But the Fleshmaster gave a different order. His twisted mind was beset by a question. Could a child of Asurion be saved from the gaze of she who thirsts with intense re-education? By replacing the influence of my spirit stone with the heady tang of pain that nourishes the followers of the dark ways? I donned the executioner's mantle. They allowed me to keep my spirit stone in exchange for the suffering of others. I survived, prayed for Asurion's mercy, and hoped to escape before the stone cracked under the torrent of pain and terror assaulting my soul. Before the experiment was complete.
What do you know about this place?
Camorra. This city grinds down the will of the strong and torments any who get tangled in its dark web. The fools are the first to die, and the shrewd perish regardless. I have never been here before, but few children of Asurion manage to escape the Dark City without surrendering a part of their soul. So what is it that you wish to know?
Who rules the Dark City?
An ancient and powerful Drukhari named Asdrubal Vect, the supreme overlord of the Cabal of the Black Heart, who reigns over all of the Drukhari with an iron fist. My dark kin consider him to be a living god. Much like your emperor on the Golden Throne,
Heresy.
Vect sits upon a throne
Or
of
blasphemy,
darkness
rather.
and suffering that keeps Camorra's disparate clans from disintegrating. I would not want to meet him if I were you, Elentark.
What about cities other than Comorar?
There are no other cities, Elentark. The Dark City has no bounds. It is a tangle of countless nightmare domains subject to a single ruler. An endless amalgamation of ever-changing and immutable dimensions.
Sounds a bit like Sigil in
Cannot
Planescape.
grasp its tenebrous grandeur, for even my life will not be long enough to visit all corners of the Dark City and the realms that border it. But it hardly matters where you go, for death lurks on every corner.
Do you know how we can get out of here?
The Dark City is pierced by millions of spires, and a webway gate may be hidden in any of them. It is the only way out of this place, and an impassable obstacle to any who do not know how to operate it. I know, and will help you should you so desire.
No other questions.
Do I have the answers that you seek?
Gather your strength, there are many more trials yet to come.
Elentark, I promised that I would no longer hide my worries behind an icy wall of pride and doubt. And so I want to explain myself. But are you willing to hear me out?
I have been waiting for an explanation from you.
Not here. The words of my truth are intended only for your ears, Elentark.
It's because you're a fickle bitch, that's why. Argonaut, this is my first time ever having to explain myself like this, but you, more than anyone, deserve to know the truth. I understand how unworthy I am in your eyes. This may sound like a ridiculous excuse, but I did not want to betray you, Argonaut. I only wish to learn the truth about Grudarok's demise and find my kin. When I saw the shard of my world in your dwelling, that trophy mounted on the wall, I was beside myself with fear and rage. And when my dark cousin whispered in my ear that he knew the answers to my questions, I made a mistake. I trusted my kin. Okay, maybe she's just a white woman. And fearing that you might refuse me if you knew where I had been getting my orders from, I simply asked for you to direct your ship to the particular system. Did I trust Marajai? No, of course not. I thought he spoke of my kin's location to crush my soul, that he wanted me to go there and find only death instead of them. But hope for the better prevailed over my faith in you, Elantosh. Elliot sighs awkwardly, avoiding your gaze. Filled with hope, the thought never even crossed my mind that this single thread, forever slipping from my grasp, would lead us to the very heart of the Dark City. I am sorry, Adolf Argonaut, and I wanted you to know that. Your faith in me? Did I hear that right? Elliot looks at you straight in the eye. The time I spent with you, our conversations, the glow of your soul that only I can see. Yes, faith with you, as she stammers at a loss for words. I already told you that I know nothing about the shard. That trophy belonged to Theodora, my predecessor. So you are not the one to blame for the destruction of Crudara, but your blood is? Elliot purses her thin lips. No, I will not condemn you and your blood. No more. My accusations have already cost us too much. I have always been honest with you, Elliot. You, however, lied to me from the start. Elliot lowers her head in shame. There is indisputable truth to your words. I should have realized sooner that you were worthy of more than I offered you. You are worthy of my trust. Forgive me my arrogance, Adolf Argonaut. I understand why you did that, and I forgive you. This, feels a bit filthy to say this, but I think this, like a meta game sense, I doubt she's gonna betray us again. Elliot's eyes widen in surprise. I give you my word, Adolf Argonaut, I will never betray your trust ever again. You have shown great compassion by accepting me and forgiving my deed. I do not know if I would have been able to do the same. It pains me to know the hardships you had to endure because of me, and still you suffer in this cursed arena, in this cursed city. I also, Elliot pauses as if hesitant to continue. My soul is crushed, Elantash. The loss of Krudarash, the horrors of Komarag, and the Drukari's attempts to re-educate me. I have fully paid the price. I have lost my path, can no longer meditate. My body and soul know no peace now. That means that she who thirsts will soon turn her predatory gaze on me. You're unable to meditate? Can that happen? I have heard stories about Eldari unable to reach their inner world because of anguish or madness, and every story had a tragic ending. How are you going to regain your powers now? I do not know. Sincere hopelessness rings in Elliot's voice. I wish I could embrace you and give you comfort, but you cannot bear human touch. Elliot shudders and ponders your words for a long time as she battles silently with herself, but then she shakes her head. No, I cannot bear it, Elantash, but the fact that you remember this and respect my feelings means a great deal to me. I cannot help with meditation, but I am prepared to stay with you and share the silence. That way you will be able to forget about the horrors of Komarag, if only for a little while. Elliot freezes for a second and gestures for you to take a seat nearby. We had a saying on Krudarash, in silence you can hear a heartbeat, the music of the soul trying to burst out. Please share this wordless song with me, Adolf Argonaut. May it bring peace to us both. Red. Okay, so that was the songless song. Or are we now in the meditation zone? No? Okay. Emperor protects. Argenta. guess we have to talk to all my companions. Like to see, this is clearly a place for, like, you know, soul searching and all that stuff. Argenta fervently whispers a prayer, calling down holy flame to cleanse the dark place in which you find yourselves. We need to find a way
We
out.
would find a way out if we joined forces with a comrade in faith and not a repulsive monster.
The commissar is not
Commissar
dead.
is dead, and we are
Silly
on
game.
our-
He's not dead.
May Terra's light be with.
Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Okay, I guess he doesn't have anything new to say either. Then the Space Marine.
Let us raise our cups at Fatar, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
Why do you call me Etwater?
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain. An Edfater answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Edfater.
I could never presume to give orders to one of Emperor's angels. You should be in command.
It is true that I am capable of commanding you and your people, but as a warrior of the Allfather, it is too easy for me to forget the limits of ordinary people.
I guess that's a good answer. How are you planning on getting out of here?
I have had a few thoughts on that score, but don't try to pry them out of me. When the time comes, I will share them with you.
Perception succeeded. Despite his worthy attempt to play the fool, the Space Wolf cannot deceive you. Alfar does not fully trust you and is carefully observing your reaction. Why do you devour your enemies?
Why do you think?
Because he's hungry? Medic test failed. Cap answer seems clear to you. The bloodthirsty warrior has simply gone mad in captivity. Come to think of it, he was probably slightly deranged even before he was taken prisoner. So that's the failure. Maybe he actually, like, gains some of their strength or something. Is that a means of tricking your captors, pretending to be a monster?
Partly, Edfater. It is true that I have led the puny Xenos on a false trail to dull their vigilance. But that is not the only reason. Do you know of the implant called the Omophagia? It is one of the blessings the Allfather granted to his Astartes. Nerve nodes that connect the stomach walls and the spinal cord allow me to absorb information from the genetic code of the flesh I consume.
Yeah, I've heard, like, you know, I'm not an expert on 40k, but some of my friends are, and they've mentioned this before.
I have slain many Xenos and feasted on their flesh. My captors have watched me do it and taken glee in it, while I have been gathering information and planning my escape.
Tell me about your brothers, the Space Wolves.
Not everyone is granted the right to ask such questions. But you, I shall allow it. What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
Who are the Space Wolves?
Vilka Fenrica. That is our name in the old tongue of our world. We are the fiercest of the All-Father's warriors, his executioners, his retribution. Our fearless Wolf King is Lehman Russ, son of the All-Father. Our world is Fenris, and our home the Fang, which rises from the world's spine into orbit. We are the thunder in the bloody storm of battle that calls to us. That is who we are.
Glory to the Wolves of Fenris. Smiling satisfaction, the wolf grazes you with a magnanimous nod.
But there is more to our spirit than grim destruction alone. In the Hall of Heroes, we hold feasts the likes of which you will see nowhere else. To thundering laughter, we raise our horns, tell our sagas, and honor our glorious fallen. Though the body of an Astartes is built to be immune to the effects of drink, we invented a way around this taboo.
Oh,
The mead we brew can overcome even our blood. It makes us drunk and makes our feasts jovial occasions. Mead. You can brew it nowhere else but on good old Fenris. No other world is home to such poisonous plants.
Fenris, what's it like?
Fenris is home. A harsh land of harsh winters and harsh people. When comes the hell winter, a fearsome season of frosts, the merciless world sea freezes, and great white bears, snow worms, and ice trolls go on the hunt. Then the murderous frost retreats, and boats of harpooners sail out to ply their craft, capturing sea snakes and krakens.
Okay.
And then comes the season of fire. Volcanoes awaken. Waves wash over whole islands, and only the land of Asaheim offers salvation to those whose blood and grit win them the right to live upon it. Clan fights clan, crows circle over battlefields, and wolf howls rise up to the sky. That is my beloved home. There is no place in the universe like it. Tell me, Ed Fatter, what is the most fearsome foe on Fenris?
Lord Imperium succeeded. You mentally go through the list of the deadliest creatures of Fenris, but your thoughts seem to settle on one strange name, Wrath Badger. You have read about this animal, a small and ferocious creature about which very little is known. The Wrath Badger.
No, you are... What? Why the Wrath Badger?
Little is known about it. That means hunters fear to encounter it, and it is most dangerous.
Very good. I hope to tell you about the black curse of the Wolfen, but your answer wasn't bad either. Wrath Badger.
I still wish to hear about the curse of the Wolfen.
The curse of the Wolfen is the most fearsome and most terrible foe on Fenris. In the heart of every brother, there lives a dark beast, bloody and forever ravenous. He hungers to kill, not for glory or duty, or his battle brothers, but solely for the sake of killing. For he who falls to that dark beast, there is no joy or thrill in slaughter. There is but dull rancor.
In icons, I have seen Astartes look much less wild.
Our gene seed is unique. Lehman Russ blessed us with the Canis Helix, a genetic gift that heightens our senses, making them sharper than those of brothers from other chapters. The Canis Helix kindles a bloodthirst in our hearts and changes our appearance to resemble the lethal wolves of Fenris.
For a Space Marine chapter, you are far from orthodox.
The wolves do not take orders from outsiders. We keep the old ways, not the Codex Astartes. We fight in packs, and we are trained and healed by our wise rune and wolf priests. We do not find honor in adorning ourselves in laurels, but instead etch the full names of our fallen kin as a promise of vengeance, and draw strength from that promise.
What do you believe in?
We believe in the great wolves, in the deadly Blackbane and fierce Drakan the Thunderwolf, in the redoubtable Hagar the Mountain Wolf, and in the Bloodied Hunter. In the wolf that stalks between stars, who follows us wherever we may go. And in the uncanny two-headed Morkai, guard of the realm of the dead. Of the great wolves, some show us their favor. Others are more malign. But each teaches us a lesson.
Does that mean you do not...
For that, we praise and honor.
Come on, speak faster, please. Does that mean you don't believe in the immortal emperor of humanity as a god?
The All-Father is not a god. He is the best of all humans, our perfect forebear. His blood flowed through the veins of Lehman Russ, and Russ's blood flows in me. Does that make me a god? My respect for him has no end, and I am ready to die for him. But what place does faith have here? Is the All-Father like the massive Iron Wolf, whose every tuft of fur forms a mountain on the surface of Fenris? Or is he as enormous as the Sun Wolf, which rises to hunt every morning and fills our world with light? The All-Father is not a god, but the highest of humanity. Ordinary humans struggle to grasp this. But we, his warriors and offspring, remember the truth.
Well, I believe the emperor is the god of humanity and our guardian.
Believe what you wish, Edvater. The All-Father never wanted us to revere him as a god, but we are not ordinary men. I do not know what his intentions were for the rest of you.
What else do your wise priests do?
Lacan the Ruined Wolf once shared the mysteries of the healing potions and the secrets of magic sagas. He taught them to see the past and future in throne runes, to call down storms, and to carve powerful talismans.
Warplord failed. You sense not the slightest power emanating from the charms Ulfar is wearing. Okay. You spoke of full names that give you strength. What is your name in that case?
Ulfar Redmane. That is what my brothers call me.
Perception succeeded. Given the warrior's boastful nature, the indifference with which he revealed his name is surprising. It seems he does not trust you enough to disclose his true name. Okay, I understand.
Do you? And there I was, about to round off my story with a short 400-verse saga about the gifts of Lacan the Ruined Wolf.
My curiosity has been satisfied.
Should what I told you reach other ears, I shall take your tongue.
How did you end up here?
What do you want to know? What brought the Space Wolves to the Expanse? Or how I ended up in the non-human's Dark City?
How did you come to Corona's Expanse?
An inquisitor by the name of Calcazar put out a call for aid. My wolf lord did not refuse him, and had 2 packs deployed to the Expanse. We never trusted this ally, but a blood debt for a service rendered in the past forced our hand.
Lord Imperium failed. The Inquisition with immense power. The entire chapter might have come to Corona's Expanse had Calcazar requested it. But that's a fail, okay? What debt did you owe the Inquisitor?
He saved our brother who had lost the pack and was unable to look after himself or the chapter's honor. Calcazar returned our brother to Fenris and kept secret the misfortune that had befallen him. The Jarl knew that the Inquisitor's actions were driven by opportunism and the desire to have us mighty warriors in his debt. But honor forced him to be hospitable to the stranger and swear an oath of friendship.
Why did the Space Wolves not trust the Lord Inquisitor?
The Inquisition. Pah! Rats scurrying around the Allfather's house and ruling it in the Master's absence. Cowards they are. The last into battle, but the first on any war council. We saw what they were worth in the months of shame.
Our Imperium succeeded. You know the story. After the First War for Armageddon, in which the Space Wolves and the forces of Armageddon fought off the terrifying incursion of the archenemy, the Inquisition ordered that the heinous event be covered up and the planet's mortal defenders be thrown into labor camps and sterilized. Is this like some super difficult? Well, minus. So, yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah. Guess that's obscure lore that only, true nerds know. The wolves defended their erstwhile comrades and evacuated many people to Fenris. The confrontation ended in a bloody massacre, and the courts of the Inquisition have not appeared in Fenris' system ever since. Wait, is Calcazar? He's the the Inquisitor who's in my party. Like, what's the other Inquisitor we met? I do not trust Calcazar. He's suspicious.
We also decided to be cautious. His words flowed like honey, and he seemed an honorable man. But lies always look like truth, don't they? That arrogant chief thought he could give us orders. But we wolves have always followed our own instincts and hunted in our own way. I wager that boiled his blood.
What do you know of Xavier Calcazar's plans and objectives?
In warm furs, the old man does shroud his body. In cloaks of secrets woven, shrouds the sly man his plans. To know his dire purpose, swallow not the words of poison, but his gristle.
How did you end up a captive?
We had gone on a raid for Xenos prisoners and fell into a trap. We had no war machines to support us, and some of our squad were wounded, so we were forced to retreat. I ordered my battle brothers to leave, but I remained behind to meet our guests. I do not know how many of the feeble wretches I slew, but I would have killed even more had their towering piles of bodies not hindered me in combat. They wounded me and captured me. They froze the joints in my armor. When they dragged me to their ship, two of my battle brothers descended upon the Xenos and tried to free me. An insane plan, but it almost succeeded. Almost. And so, there were 3 of us taken captive. And then there were 2. And then I was alone once again.
Your fallen brothers, who were they?
Their saga is one I will not sing to you. You have spilled no blood with them, nor shared with them meat unmulled. Their spirits might be outraged if they knew I had sung of their deeds to a stranger.
What happened to the other 2?
They fell with honor.
I'm sorry they died.
Yes, so am I.
Tell me about your time in Komarag.
These are dark days you are asking about, Ed Fatter. Let my keen-edged friend be a witness to the ferocity of my words. I was given to Tarvantius for his amusement. In the arenas of Camorra, Astartes are a rarity. And he sent me out there to kill gladiators. Living as an inglorious butcher and a Xenos' puppet, I hated it constantly, every moment. I had to take care of my mind before it was twisted to the seven hells. Every morning I made entreaties to the Allfather, and every night I appealed to Russ. I trained my body, read the litanies, and in the darkest moments I recited my own saga. I recalled every battle, every wound, every brother. And that is how I survived. I always survive.
I see.
This was a bleak saga, Edfator.
Answer a few questions about yourself.
Instinct bids me to remain silent. Such knowledge is not to be shared with just anyone.
Okay, I have to win his trust.
Possess my complete trust.
I must take my leave.
Fenris Yoda, Edfator.
Okay, have I talked with everybody? Abelard or Ginger? Yeah, okay, I guess I've done enough talking. Let's go talk to the, what's his name? Cervantius. And how do we get Cassia back? Can we ask her about her now, like more? Or is it like after we go to the arena one more time for the final encounter or something? Mine key. The key of the Mon. But what happened? Sector unknown deaths of the labyrinth dimension. Region Comora, chasm. Material Gartranute, blood feathers hunt, extracted from the bloody remains of the Caring Hand scalpel and necrophage tentacle of homunculus elephant. Rising currents carry the smell of pain, blood, ichor, and failed ambitions, the smells of the dark city. With my wings flung open, I weave a path. Is the flying guy. I weave a path through the spires like a dark lightning bolt, chaotic and unpredictable in its patterns. To fly is to hunt, and everyone in flight hunts everyone else. Even I, Scourge, Gert, Heret, Bloodfeather, so do not have the privilege of inviolability around these parts. I may become someone else's prey, except probably not today. This day I am the hunter. My homunculus modified olfactory receptors pick up the scent of my prey, and I tread cautiously as I approach it. The stench of the monkey is foul but varied. The stench of my prey is quite telling. A powerful specimen, brash and reeking with blood of others. I descend to the minaret that grows out of the nearest spire and provides me with an excellent view. Accelerated reflexes allow me to assess the situation in a fraction of an instant this time. Why do we suddenly get this? Okay, I act. The shard carbine spews forth a stream of crystalline projectiles that howl and shatter as they pierce the flesh of the prey. A deadly, slashing blizzard drapes the street in bloody snow, the bodies of random passers-by caught in the fire falling to the ground. This is a common occurrence in the spires. Everyone around me flees from the field of death, whose borders I have made clear. The prey falls, but is still alive. I did not expect the hunt to end in the first salvo. Prey is badly injured. I can easily finish it off in the open. The prey awareness is trying to locate me among the tangle of spiked minarets. His frantic gaze is looking for my winged figure. The hyper pupils allow me to examine the prey's face. I can see its eyes scrutinize my gear. There is no need to hide anymore, so I stand up to my full height and emit a wailing battle cry. Let the prey know I will kill it. The prey summons companions to its aid. A mistake, I unleash a new fan of crystalline shards, and the flesh of the prey blossoms with new cuts from my projectiles. Everyone who tries to approach it will be killed by brittle shrapnel. Prey should have run away, not given me more chance to cripple it. The prey is weak. The prey breaks into a run. Clever, by escaping from the open streets, the prey has deprived me of the advantage of my long-range weapon. I will not let it escape, so I spread my wings and soar over the alley, pelting the prey with burst and indirect fire. The chase must not end so too soon. The petitioner wanted my prey to die slowly. There is a strangeness to the movements of the prey, and as it dashes away one moment and freezes the next, my receptor-tropin altered pupils are adept at detecting movement, but they are worse perceiving stationary subjects. And my prey seems to be aware of it, yeah, because we noticed it. Yeah, ballistics, that's what we do. Grab someone's weapon from the ground and returns fire at random. Well, we have our own gun. Success. The air fills with gunfire. As soon as the prey fires the first shot, everyone starts shooting at everyone else. This chaotic firefight engulfs the entire street. It spreads across the dark city like a wildfire, mindless and violent. I'm forced into a deep dive, spinning around and dodging the tracks of multiple projectiles. The damn trick worked, and I let out a frustrated squeal. The hunt continues. Prey managed to elude me for a moment by ducking into a crowded street. The jet booster on my back emits a stream of ghostly blue flame, and I continue my pursuit. As I storm into the street, I see the prey again. This is nice catch. The petitioner wanted me to deliver the prey to her, but I decide to do something different. When it is over, I will impale the body of the prey on a spike protruding from the highest spire so that it serves as testament of my victory. My flight is swift. Everything unnecessary and atavistic has been cut from my body so that the air currents carry it like a projectile from a splinter rifle. Alas, this is also my weakness. I'm so light, even a small obstacle can throw me off course, but the prey has no idea how vulnerable I am in flight. Willpower success. The initial horror caused by my sudden attack has already worn off. The prey has suppressed its panic and is acting decisively and boldly, a commendable triumph of will over instinct. Seeking to slow me down, the prey and some bystanders against pass my way, but with a cataclysm slips away. Okay, I guess this is the best chance. Take use. Spars my way with a cataclysm. What kind of cataclysm are we using? The prey rushes. Success, of course. The prey rushes over to a half-dismantled jet bike, shoves away the slave who is repairing, and it overloads its anti-gravity engine with admirable dexterity. It barely has time to bounce back before a deafening explosion fills the air with shards of rock, pieces of wraith bone, and fragments of bodies. One of the projectiles hits me in the chest and throws me off to the ground. I manage to regroup and avoid injury, but to get up with a furious screech, I was cast down in indelible insult. Conclusion is drawing closer. As I turn the corner, I triumphantly realize that I have driven the prey into a dead end. It is time for the massacre. The poison I received from the petitioner as payment for the hunt is contained in the crystalline projectiles and should have worked by now. It will slow down the nervous system of my prey, weaken its muscles and render it unconscious. Carouse test success, but when I see the prey, I fail to discern any trace of poisonous effects. Could the prey be so strong that its body has overcome my deadly battle toxin? The prey. I guess this is the best chance. Looks defenseless and I attack, failing to notice the trap he had laid out for me. So 50-50. Success. Demolitions. Almost invisible monofilament is stretched between the walls. It cuts into the joints of my wings, a primitive yet masterfully placed trap. The inertia of my body breaks it and my adaptive tissues stop the bleeding, but my wings hang limply along the body. It will not be easy to return home to the top of the spires. Everything will be over in moments. Outcome will be decided in close combat. Wasting no time, I pray and I seize one another in a violent, furious embrace. Every decision made over the course of this fleeting hunt is being weighed, tipping the scale that will ultimately determine the winner. I am unpleasantly surprised when I realize the prey is aware of my combat style. It covers the vulnerable spots I like to cut open with my monomolecular claws, but this knowledge will not save it from death. My embedded glands spew hyperadrenaline into my bloodstream and my artificially grown muscles convulsively swell under the porous fabric of my ghostblade. I torment the prey with claws protruding from my forearms and knees, and the prey... so... all is like 100... I don't know. Everything is 100% chance. Yes, Medicaid responds with clinical attacks aimed at my weak points. Success. Okay, we got achievement, obtained sweet perdition, whatever that is. It is my disgusting insight that the monkey locates my vulnerability, the spot under my shoulders where the homunculus joined their wings to my natural flesh. The blows to the ganglia made me go blind with pain and hatred. The prey rolls me to the ground and starts pounding the arch of my elongated skull against the rocks. I hear a crunch and my body stops responding. I hear the shard carbine with the last of my strength, but the superiority of my prey is absolute. It snatches the weapon from my hand and it responds to the sacrilege with the indignant ringing of crystal bullets. And the prey grabs me by the throat, lifts me into the air, snarls, and it seems to want to know why I attempted to kill it. What would I tell it if I could about my petitioner, Kaikarus the witch, about how insulted she was by the deaths of her fosterlings, the blood-stained proselytes in the arena at the hands of the prey, about how badly she wanted, despite the prey's master, how sour-tempered Homunculus Tervantius, who had arranged that insult. I do not know, for my throat is crushed and only faint wail escapes it. I die. It's weird, but sort of interesting event. I'm dying at the feet of my prey, no, at the feet of a monkey. He was the prey all along, because I'm a freaking bounty hunter. A humiliating end of one who earned the status of apex hunter of Comarag through tortures, alterations of the flesh and bloody pilgrimage to the very top of the spires. Does it hurt to perish like this? It does. Is it fair? It is. The chaotic burst of violence that bloodied the streets of Comera ends with just as abruptly as it erupted. Such is the life in the spires. So wait, did we get some loot out of him? We are injured, yes. Old injury. Sweet perdition, okay, that's what we got. Toxic burst. Rate of fire 7. Is that good? I guess it hits 7 times, like 70 damage. If it's like you round it up to do like, 10. Doesn't sound that great. Of course, there's a poison as well. So we cannot loot the body. Can we get his wings or something?
We are
Oh,
bound by
there
the
he is,
blood
there
of
he is.
martyrs.
Okay, yeah, we can get Scourge's adrenal glands. I guess that's interesting. Interesting event. Why are we here? We were going this way. Why the fuck are we suddenly here? That guess we can still, you know, teleport there to the opera. Uh-oh. I'll be right back. Go check on my son. I guess he's still sleeping. He's a bit fidgeting around and stuff, but should be sleeping.
The Divine watches over us.
Divine watches, like, you know, the clocks from heaven. Let's say one more time. Terventius rushes about the laboratory, snatching up certain tools, files, notes. He conceals some of these items inside his own body cavities, destroys the rest. I have done what you wanted, whatever. Homunculus glares at you and roars furiously. This isn't what I desired, not to this extent. The cult of the fatal thirst craves blood, specimen, your blood, my blood. One must be astoundingly insensitive to the vibrations of the Dark City not to realize this. Why do the witches desire my death? You humiliated them, monkey. Cakerus and I agreed that she would send fresh meat against you, but she decided to undermine my authority by sending out her best. You slaughtered them, and so it was the cult's authority that suffered. But who cares about a pathetic monkey? You're my lackey, and it is I who is responsible for undermining the cult's authority. You dispatched me to kill the witches. Are you telling me you did not anticipate such consequences? It was supposed to go differently. Your performance was supposed to be a lesson in respect, not a declaration of war. You would have killed someone unimportant that made the witches' vanity bleed. The witches would have received your head as a salve for their wounded pride. They would have been reminded for a time that I was still someone who could greatly complicate their existence. Instead, you have failed me, all of you. Cakerus did not keep her word, and you did not die in her trap. It is all your fault that things have spiraled out of control. I don't care about Cakerus, you promised to help me out of here. We hear the mockery in Homunculus's voice. Forget the old promises, monkey. This is war. My loyal servants are being slaughtered across the chasm. I cannot take any more specimens away with me, and the ones I have already packed are far more valuable than you. And so unravel the rotten threads of tapestry of fate, Elantash. Here is the true nature of the Dark Ones, a lie hidden behind sweet promises. Having learned that from a cruel mistake, I foresaw this outcome. Oh yeah, thanks for warning us now. Well, it's not like a surprise. So what's the plan? I will leave the anatomical opera and withdraw to the spire of the reaving tempest. The witches won't dare to settle their scores under the eye of my patrons. So the Cabal's valuable servant is safe from their ire. As for you, Go out into the streets of the chasm and die, or go to the arena and try to kill Cakerus. Even if you succeed, you will still die. The homunculus mutters furiously and haughtily, I should have stopped wasting time on this idiocy long ago. All those pathetic simpletons did was to weaken my focus, distract me from my masterpiece. At last I can devote all of myself to it. Don't be such a coward. Let's face them here, kill them, all of them. Homunculus' anxious movements slow to a halt, but the mandibles on his face twitch nervously. An unnecessary risk. This is not a hasty retreat, merely a temporary change of workspace. Cervantes becomes absorbed in his thoughts that he starts sharing of pieces of his own flesh with his scissor-like claws. Enter the arena. The succubi will not pass up the chance to gut you in front of an audience. If you could simply wound Cakerus, it would give us both enough time to escape. For that, I would be willing to sacrifice the deadliest and most valuable specimens in my collection. If you manage to kill her, run. Sinistoria will not let such impertinence go unpunished, and her wrath is 100-fold more dangerous than Cakerus's fury. Do not return to the chasm, you will find no shelter there. Seek salvation in other spires, and you may prolong your agony for a short time. Since you are intent on fleeing, you might as well release my companions. I cannot transport them to my new sanctuary. You may take them. I have unlocked the containment sarcophagi for dangerous specimens. Go inspect them. Some of your servants may still be alive. But do not allow them to use their abilities until I have left the anatomical opera. I found new materials. Are they suitable for a new monster? So good materials, good specimen, bring me more. Okay, now we made the monster, I guess. Cervantes examines this thing. Cervantes examines the bloodied body parts with lascivious interest. Then he rips an organ out of his own chest, adds it to the trophies, and hisses in satisfaction. An interesting composition, an unusual set of starting parameters that can be strengthened by an original mixture of essences. This will be mighty beast. I will call it the Anguish Prospector. You have done well, specimen. For that you will be rewarded. We got gilded mesh armor and some XP. So it's heavy armor. Cervantes is silent for a few moments. To repay Cakerus for her treachery, I will send the Anguish Prospector to the arena. You help Cervantes, the Arch Machinator, build his newest abomination, the Anguish Prospector. Okay. While the witches are preoccupied with ending your life, the Prospector will kill several of them. Regardless, it is too conspicuous for me to hide from the cult's huntresses. Let my creation perform the symphony of pain for which it was designed. I'd like to speak about a member of my retinue delivered. You tortured my tech priest Pascal. Why? I was curious to see what kind of symbiosis might emerge between the rudimentary monkey augments and my own unflawed creations. Much like the cartilage infused with steroids will swell a subject's feeble body, my new computational circuit sprouted throughout his algorithms. I found the process enlightening. So, require some of his time. My condition has been rather grave since arrival in Comora. Can you mend my body? So everybody's damaged a bit, or most of us. The loud click of his scissor-like fingers, Cervantes' voice turns ghoulish. Let's see what kind of interesting damage your body has taken. Which part of your miserable organics can be improved without inflicting any substantial harm on your sanity. Try not to scream. Yeah, some specimens end up tearing their vocal cords during this procedure. Then again, you will scream whether you want to or not. So now we are all healed. I think we still have at least one one thing to give to him, because there was some extra loot, I think. Extra time. Yeah, Marachai's for seeing as you're abandoning your lair, would you be willing to share some of your creations with me? Tervantius cringes squeamishly and mutters, the mere thought of tarnishing them with your filthy hands is revolting, but if it serves to ensure my safety, I will tolerate this obscenity. Okay, there's like a new shotgun. No, it's Black Desolators, Darklight Blast. Does a lot of damage. Last gun, Ceramite chestplate, Hands and Hearts, Seeker gloves. Whenever the wearer first scores a critical hit for the first time in combat, the damage dealt by the critical is increased by 50%. This effect resets after they or their ally perform a heroic act or desperate measure. Okay. Swashbuckler goggles. The wearer's shots in melee range have a plus 20% dodge reduction. Okay. Prey scanner. At the start of combat, inflicts the prey effect on the enemy with the highest number of wounds without spending a charge of hunt down the prey, and grants a double hunt down the prey bonus for killing it. Okay. Pacificator. Wraithbone grenade. Craftwell power sword. Interesting. Renunciation of weakness. It's one-handed. Ooh. Starter's plasma pistol. Let's get all of this crap. Buy all available. Let's see what sort of crap we got. I guess I still like this one. Plus 10 ballistic and 25 critical damage. Prey stuff. Is it? I don't know. I think, you know. We can't use this thing. Ceramite chest plate. This is medium. No, nope. Don't want to use. I guess nothing really for him. Yeah, I think there was some armor for her where she could use this. Like some power armor thingy. Let's see. This thing. Like her dodge is bad, but reduces lots of damage, I guess. Some big stuff. No, that. She doesn't use the medical stuff much, so let's see if there's some other accessory she might use. What's her cape? Melee attack damage against demons is plus 2. Is there something better for her? Especially we're not gonna be fighting demons here, right? Retribution. Each enemy killed by the wearer's area it's only area attacks, and I think burst attacks are not area attacks. Capes aren't that great. Let's see. No, I guess none of that really so great. Fine, okay, let's see. The sword, is it? No, Wrath of the Wild Rabble is still higher, like the max damage. Okay, this is some size sword, so maybe it's for the Inquisitor then. Weapon skill and strength. Combat gains plus 8% armor, and the helmet also grants bonus to fellowship. Yeah, I guess that's still better. Craft world. So yeah, it's Eldari stuff. Okay, what sort of sword? It's not as good as the Bloodseeker Clave. The Gladiator Mesh armor, yeah, that's probably slightly better, I guess, than the one he has now. But this guy, does he have, is there anything good for him? What's the armor? Fire Blessed Carapace. Let's see, is there something that's has higher defense like this one? Because yeah, he's not very good at taking damage or, like, you know, resisting damage. He's good at taking damage, but his resistance isn't very good, I guess. Plasma pistol. Is this? It's probably better than the bolt pistol. I guess. Then let's go try to find Cassie. She's somewhere here still.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
At least the Chimera. Words of a prayer to the Emperor have been raggedly scratched out on the floor on the metal cell. The dead Lazarak's hide and flesh have been burnt to the bone. The mutilated bodies of the prisoners have fused together into a large pile, and that gives off a caustic smell of rot. Should we set? I guess, let's see. I guess we just, you know, fight it. Okay. What did that do? Like, I guess it's gonna kill people on the streets or something. Homunculus minion. That's probably where Cassie is. The thick walls of this container were clearly designed to hold something extremely dangerous.
Know your duty.
Stuff. Execution engine master. Torture device is locked and sealed. There she is. Ah, Lord Captain, help me, please. Ow. I feel something. You see horror and confusion in Cassia's wide open eyes. Her face, neck, and hands are gruesomely scratched, and sticky blood is dripping from the tips of her claw-like fingers. Ah, why are there so many of you at once? Red, black, violet, scarlet, yellow, dark maroon, away with you, stop swarming my thoughts. Cassia clutches her head again. this time covering her third eye, but you can already feel the breath of the warp coming from its gaze. Adolf Argonaut, I cannot control it. The powers flowing through Cassia's fragile body make your head swim and your hair stand on end. Damage taken 15. Your body is burning as if you have been doused with a vat of molten plasteel, and your head is teeming with strange whispers, shadows, voices. Every breath is a struggle, as though something is scratching at your insides, trying to claw its way out of your chest. Your gorge rises. You have survived being exposed to the navigator's open eye, but will your body and mind hold if it occurs again? Pick up a pistol and throw a shoot Cassie. Well, of course, dogmatic, because we should get dogma. Adherent soothes her with prayer. May the Emperor's radiance illuminate our way through the tenebrous gloom as we that are broken of heart turn to his wisdom. Cassia struggles to focus her eyes on you. An unfamiliar expression is imprinted on her pale, gaunt face, one that is stern, confident, and imperious. It is the same expression you saw on Theodora von Valancia's face when you first met her. And may his light scatter the darkness ahead, for the Astronomicon is the beacon of his guiding blessing to me. Dogmatic +5. Eerie chill runs down the entire length of your body. It is a feeling of you forgot, but the recollection swiftly follows. Someone else's turmoil and emotions and a will that is not your own. The crushing wave is about to consume you. Willpower succeeds. A haze of anger, despair, and fear smothers you like a burial shroud. But this is not the first time you have had to deal with a surge of foreign emotions assailing your mind. You wish you would die here and now. No, you wish you had never been born in the first time. You summon your will to push these thoughts away, as though fending off a sword thrust. And Cassia's feelings dissipate before they can latch on to you. Logic. You have to rein in your gift. You have had to rein in your gift before. Try to remember how you did it back then. Success. I will try. She takes a deep breath and straightens her shoulders. Her pale brow furrows. Rivulets of blood run from her nose and eyes. But Cassia fights to bring her powers under control, until her body jolts as if electrocuted. You know, when darkness envelops you, it takes everything away, leaving no sounds, no smells, no solid footing. Darkness devours every color that tries to make its way in, every color I try to create inside. Darkness is withering. It swallows the colors it chews and consumes, but when despair had overtaken me completely, I could sense I was not alone in the darkness. Someone else was with me, someone intangible, cold, colorless, and that realization ravaged my sanity all the more. When the capsule opened, my mind was drowned in grimy shades of crimson and umber and black. And I'm going bar me, Adolf Argonaut. I thought I could harness the power, but now you must end this for my sake, for my own, and for that of all that we have shared. If you do this, I shan't object at all. Cassia closes her eyes, unable to bring herself to meet your gaze. Her tremors subside for a brief moment, like a resigned victim going still in anticipation of the executioner's axe. Frigid heaviness hangs in the air. Your entire being implores you to run quickly, now. Oh, hold her and kiss her. Don't ever think of leaving me, Cassia. I won't let you go. Yeah, of course this. Cassia freezes, startled by your touch, and your lips join together in a bittersweet kiss that tastes of blood and tears. You see terror in her wide open eyes, but then her body relaxes and her eyes close along with her navigator's eye. She reciprocates slowly, uncertainly, gently. Please, no, more. I cannot breathe. I fear I may faint. Kiss her again, but that is what I'm trying to do, to help you escape for a time. Cassia smiles faintly and closes her eyes before your next kiss. When your lips meet once more, you feel as though your nerves are electrified. She kisses you swiftly and passionately, as if she is trying to lose herself in the moment. Oh, Adolf Argonaut. I'm just thinking, like, we're probably very dirty. Like, have we showered since we came here and she's been in that pod for who knows how long? Taking an awkward step back, Cassia gingerly covers her third eye, as if afraid she might unleash her soul's tempestuous powers upon you once more. You risked your life to save me for a rogue trader, the ruler of great dynasty. It was utter lunacy. It was irresponsible. Cassia's brow furrows indignantly, but her eyes are full of pain and despair. Your protectorate, your billions of subjects, they could have lost their sovereign in the blink of an eye. Yet you, what you were even thinking. My only thought was to save you. What could you possibly see in someone like me? Cassia's voice is almost a whisper. She looks away. Kiss her. Words fail me as I seek to express my feelings. Let my actions speak for me. Please stop, Cassia exclaims, gently covering your mouth with a hand. My lips are sore from the wounds. I can feel your heart in your actions, I do. But now, please, let us enjoy a moment of respite. She caresses your cheek and then steps away, abashed. Damn. There's heavy rain outside. Let's kick the traitor away for now. Okay, we have all our missing companions. Damn, there's a freaking storm outside. Let's see. Do we have some better armor for her? Guess no better armor. So what sort of plus 10 willpower and plus 15 damage to psychic and navigator powers? Yeah, okay, that's good. What's gloves? Persuasion. Plus 10 strength. Is that any good for her? Okay, that sword sucks. I guess she can use this one. That gun sucks ass. I guess that's probably better than plus 5 persuasion. What is her persuasion? 110. Oh, she could use this. Yeah. See, let's reorganize. Just see what sort of staves do we have for her. You know, these staff. Yeah, it's a staff. Where here? Land Hunt Gang. The roof. Okay, how about the pistol? Hotshot last pistol. That sucks. But it's still the best we got for her, I guess. Oh, why wouldn't I just rumble? There's thunder. Damn, I hope that doesn't wake up my son. Should we actually, like, she can already melee attack with this staff, even though it's not very good at melee attacks. Should I actually try to give her, like, yeah, a hunting rifle or something? Let's do that. You know, she won't use many attacks anyways, like stuff like that. Officers bonus, yeah, fine. What sort of rings? Plus 5 to fellowship and increases resolve by 1. Lore Imperium. guess.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
Oh.
ours.
The homunculus minions died. So unfortunate. And okay, level up. 2 levels. Ballistics, no. Oh yeah, I think her intelligence works instead of her agility. She has some perk or something. I guess some toughness. Nimble. Wait, nimble is +10 to dodge. I guess that's probably good. Last volley. What do we want? On random ally, make 2 attacks instead of 1 during orchestrated firestorm. Yeah, whatever. Alright.
Let us walk this path to the end.
I'll check on my son if he's still sleeping. Be right back. Yeah, he's sleeping. I think that it's probably the rain keeping him like that. Like, you know, if it doesn't wake him, it's gonna make sure he sleeps well. Okay, we have nothing. I require a moment of your precious time. We have nothing to give him. So yeah. Alright, I guess we should go one last time to the... What is...
You are in the presence of House
What's
Orselio.
this? Activate switch? What does all of this do? Is this like a puzzle?
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Okay. Spiked boots. At the start of combat, the wearer inflicts bleeding on themselves. Whenever the wearer performs an area melee attack, they inflict bleeding 4 on all hit creatures. Creatures melee attack also deals damage according to bleeding. Okay. Stingering, a marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire a stinger shot once per combat. Provocative emitter. Whenever the wearer dodges an attack, they become priority target for the attacker until the wearer next turn. I don't know if I care about any of that stuff.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
So wait, we lowered something here. Yeah, there's something here. Can we... Okay, we can get there. Aliens. It's this homunculus prism. This prism-shaped Xeno artifact is made from black metal that is oddly cold to the touch. This strange device has no visible seams, buttons, or holes. Okay. Beat of Might. If the wearer has 8 or more AP at the start of their turn, they gain plus 30% damage for the rest of the combat. Okay. Iron Cape. The wearer gains plus 10 agility and fellowship. Whenever the wearer's wounds should be decreased to 0 for the first time in combat, they are restored to 50% instead of the maximum wounds. Long range aim lens. Increased range attack distance by 3 cells. See the cape, maybe that might be okay for somebody. Agility and fellowship. Let's see, who has a shitty cape? Well, she doesn't. Well, agility is okay for most people, anyways. This is actual some, yeah, useful stuff. Tactic stuff, whatever, stratagem. How about the new boots? She cannot wear them anyways. Agility, like increasing her agility does. Wait, her intelligence. Oh no, is it willpower? Yeah, I think it's her willpower that is used instead of her agility rolls or something. Yeah, the fellowship might be okay, of course, but yeah, she. No, this is okay. It's for these things. It's not for. It's a cape, but it's not like for the back action. That's a bit confusing. Okay, so is there somebody who? Well, I guess some agility for him wouldn't be bad. Guess this one. Still like this, like if she actually has to use medikit, she gets some movement back. What is this prism?
The Divine watches over us.
Can we ask this guy about the prism? Like, what is it? What is it for? No. Let's see. So let's go back to the pit when we can, of course. Yeah, I checked about the prism online. Just that, yeah, it's later on. I guess when we get back to our ship, then there's something to do with it. So I guess it's some sort of quest line. You have insulted cult of the fatal thirst outside. You have insulted fighting pit itself. Witches are longing for you to die. Okay, so now we have to fight. Alright, so where are we now? We are just outside of the door, okay. Let's put this guy in the middle. He's probably now can take the beating. I'm don't go too close because now we have also Cassia. She can try to use her eyes to, you know, target multiple enemies. In the rear with the gear.
Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows all.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's hit all three with this. Nice. Okay, they're dead. There as a doorknob.
Running binary override. Request approved.
Ranger. Oh no, it's a grenade.
Just a minor setback.
Alright, Argenta. See. But why is her gun not reloaded?
That is for the weak.
This is BS. This is utter BS. Like, was it because it wasn't like the gun that was like, because she was wielding the sword? I don't know, my brain just cannot handle it. Let's go here, and we can use this because those should be Xenos, so they should do damage
As the
to
Emperor
them, right?
commands, I act.
Yes.
I'll do it. None can escape the
Okay.
Emperor's judgment.
Those guys are dead.
As the Emperor commands,
just
I act.
Kick this guy.
I'll do it.
Ooh.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. As
Sure.
the Emperor commands.
Okay. That's her turn. Ouch. Yes. Before we do that though, let's do a bit of this.
Rejoice in service.
Now let's return the here. Sure.
The Emperor comes.
Okay, that guy's dead.
I will not be deterred.
We attack the big dude. Grotesque.
Rejoice in service. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Oh,
You've unleashed my fury. Killings are always
I really like that grenade.
pitiful sight.
Nice.
High momentum.
Right, Abelard. Yeah, let's do this.
A tactically sound approach.
Oh, right attack. Oh, what? That's interesting.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call. It will be done. Indeed.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on my son again. Yeah, my son's fine and sleeping and stuff. I just heard like a blood-curdling scream from outside, so it was like, I wanna check on my son, you know, he's in you know, in the bedroom. But still, I was like worried. It's my fatherly instincts or something.
So it shall I have become
Nice.
your father's worthy instrument.
Ah, that would. If we attack. Like, would it take all of our movement away? It would. Then. How about we just. Well. Can we kick this guy? Is it a bit too big? Did I click the wrong? Okay. Yeah.
Carve runes out of your bones.
So, how many enemies still? 5. Is that one small guy? Where's the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here. Okay. No, I guess I can just let's move like here and shoot this guy.
Cubs play.
Oh, got to attack me. Nice.
Disgrace.
Now we can charge this guy.
I will carve
Nice.
runes out of your bones. So it shall be.
So 3 guys. They're all here. See if I. Now I would hit that guy. How about we just shoot?
See
Yeah, this
how
guy.
the wolves succeed.
Yes, that's good enough. Oh yeah, Cassie. She hasn't even been able to do anything. Right?
Emperor, give me strength.
Um,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
nice. The already familiar baritone calls out to you from the shadows. The key unlocks a door that will then will lead to one that only happenstance will free. Your chance I'll be to be the bolts will seed. Your part comes next to break the bonds and flee. To you, the merchant vagabond, I bring the gift of providence, but will you look? Oh, a vision? Sudden pain grips your skull and your vision clouds over, but as soon as you resurface, a dramatic scene appears before you. The streets of the dark city are teeming with hundreds of colors, from grimy gray shades to extravagantly bold hues. At first they blend together in your vision, but soon you are able to distinguish the sources. People, Xenos, animals, you, and of course the Harlequin standing in front of you. Xenos colors are like those of a broken kaleidoscope. Your eyes water at the mere attempt to pick any one thing out, and your head is splitting more than ever. Yet despite this, you are subconsciously aware that the dark lilac cloud surrounding the slender figure poses unspeakable danger. Dark lilac okay. And that the bright sparkles of silver indicate that this danger, at least for now, is directed at you. When you avert your gaze and slowly exhale, the vision falls away as if it was never there. The Harlequin observes you with interest, his silence speaking volumes. Adolf Argonaut, what colors? What have you done to him, Xenos? Cassia lifts her chin and the third eye on her forehead flutters threateningly behind the eyelid. The Xenos, tilting his head to the side, looks at Cassia with curiosity. So many things can Three Eyes glimpse at once. Giles, veiled paths, and caverns of the soul. But with 1,000 sides you could not see. The wrecks of fate beneath reality. Past's creaking vaults will twirl you round in halls of intertwining serendipity. But not just yet. The dance calls for a pair. Your partner is, for now, tied up with me. Oh, bondage. I do not understand. Oh, nectar sweet, your name is ignorance. Make sure to savor every drop before your glass is drained by insight in a blink. You have helped me more than once already. I'm listening. Both opening and warning is my boon. Your fate hangs by a thread drawn breaking sight. But with a show of patience opportune, the merchant's certain death will turn to flight. You stride not into battle but a snare of guile and strife, a neatly woven net. Lust's mistress lifts her sword into the air, and baying for your blood, her pack does set. So dance a ring around oblivion, ring around the rosy, await a sign from night's own melody. Catch sight of it, and then make haste, be gone! One yawning mouth, one leap to set you free. Okay, I guess. Like, Iconoclast is like the spoil sport, like, ruining the mystery. So Kaikaros is planning to kill me in the next fight, but you are ready to effect my escape. All I must do is survive in the arena, wait for your sign, then run. You cannot not possibly mean into a literal mouse, so you must mean for me to leap into a portal of some kind. Do I have that right? The Harlequin sweeps into a low bow, like an actor who has performed before, a true lover of high art. He seems satisfied with your answer. Iconoclast? No. The Xenos lays a finger over the mute lips of his mask and vanishes, as if to convey that your conversation is a great secret known only to the two of you. Okay. Death, the final frontier. What's this? Dark Lands. I guess we can take it. Won't use it probably. Grenade, incubus armor. I guess we can. That doesn't look so cool. I guess one armor should be enough. Oh yeah, let's. We don't have Earl yet in the party anymore, so we cannot see if she might use some of that crap. We have one Dark Lance already, right? Somewhere. So that's all. Yes. All right, let's go.
We shall
to the
reclaim
pit.
what is rightfully ours.
Pew pew pew. So I guess we don't really have anything else to do except talk to Cassia, because we just rescued her, so she has probably some sort of story to tell. Like, that chamber cured my constipation. I'd had it for, like, you know, for weeks for now, but now I don't have constipation. But boy, was it smelly. Alright, where is she? Here. Another lancing pain in your head knocks you off your feet. You barely manage to plant your hands on the floor before your vision is completely obscured by a blanket of colors. Slowly the world reforms around you, and nightmarish Comorag erupts in the vivid splashes of another's emotions. Argonaut, what's wrong? Cassia leans closer, and her figure becomes swathed in bands of vivid hues: pink, dark maroon, orange, bright blue. You see Cassia's colors sparkle like gemstones, and the sight takes your breath away. Argonaut, can you hear me? Cassia's clear voice echoes inside your head. Veins of your temples are pulsating, and a burning hot blood falls on your head. Your nose is bleeding. Here, use my handkerchief. She helps you up and looks at you into your eyes nervously. Dark green halo shines around her head. She's worried, you suddenly realize with clarity. This is mesmerizing. I can see the colors of your soul just as you can see mine. It's all because of me. When I bathed you in my navigator's gaze, the energies of the Immaterium did not destroy you, but they did somehow affect you. And now, oh God Emperor, what do I do now? A noose of pale yellow tightens around Cassia's throat, and erratic flashes of red and dark blue whirl around her head. Yes, of course, all I need to do is suppress your powers with mine before even more harm comes to you. Please let me do it. This. Embrace Cassia, kiss her. I do not revile this power, nor do I revile you. Cassia freezes, startled by your touch, and your lips join together in a bittersweet kiss that tastes of blood and tears. You see confusion in her wide-open eyes, but Her body relaxes and her eyes close along with her navigator's eye. She reciprocates slowly, uncertainly, gently, and as she does, the air around you flares with cascades of golden and pink sparks until a crimson haze eventually separates the world from the two of you. You breathe in her scent, and your hues merge together, raining down multicolored mosaics of barely contained emotions. Please, no more. I cannot breathe. I fear I may faint. Cassie awkwardly pulls away from you, then crimson embarrassment drapes her shoulders like a gauze shawl. Then it melts away, and you are released from the ripples of this unnatural power. You do not even notice the moment when the pain and fear vanish. But you can feel that this is not the last time you will experience this sensation. Kiss her hand. Your world is magnificent, Cassia. I am glad you have had the chance to see it. I'm glad to have become part of yours. Cassia smiles warmly, but her gaze quickly darkens. Please, if something like this ever happens to you again, please tell me right away. I will help. I will ease your pain. Even though I don't quite understand how my power spread to you, all I know is that I cannot bear to see you suffer. For now, please get some rest. Can we still talk to her about other stuff? It's not like a surprise what happened to her. Like, we know the Taravantia's guy imprisoned her to experiment and stuff.
What a relief to be talking to you again. Your soul shines like the gold of the sun in the darkness of this place.
How are you holding up?
Can words ever describe the joy of being free? As for the rest, don't worry about it. I am the blood of House Orcelio, its heiress, and I will overcome any ordeal to return us to the Expanse.
I have been through quite a lot of pain on your account.
And yet, you did not abandon me in the darkness, even though you could have. You did not end my life, even though your heart was in the grip of a coal-black vice, and your reason was enmeshed in a crimson web. You gave me the strength to cast off the shackles that Felix Cunning had closed around my soul, to tear down the prison of my own fears. And I wish to repay you in kind. To cast the fading purple of this place from your shoulders. To break the brown collar that is choking you. That is, of course, if you permit me to.
Close your eyes and give in to Cassia's will. Cassia's cool palm touches your forehead lightly, and a maelstrom of colors comes flooding into your consciousness. Your feelings and emotions change under the onslaught of a will that is not yours. The sensation is familiar, but this time the process is different. Soft, painless, perhaps even pleasurable. Fatigue drains out of your shoulders fast. Next, the pain in your exhausted muscles subsides, and each breath you take fills your chest with an increasing sense of confidence.
This is much better, isn't it?
Do you know where we are?
Somewhere in the middle of the Dark City, I suppose. They say the human mind cannot fathom the bounds of this place, for the Imperium's largest hives look like grains of sand in comparison. A webway gate built by the ancient Eldari is the only way in. I think you realize as well as I do what that means for us.
Logic succeeded. It's amazing how much Cassia knows about a place so obscure. It's unlikely that the House Orcelio library confines itself to volumes written by the Imperium's chronicles, altogether shunning sources of more prohibited variety. I wonder what colors you see around you.
There was only pitch darkness inside the homunculus' artifact. But there is scarcely any more light in the streets of the Dark City, in whose blue-black haze I am almost blinded by pain. Clumps of brown and dark green blend with the settling ash of misery, all woven together in a tapestry of every shade of darkness.
Sadly enough, a lot of what your eyes saw in members of my retinue has turned out to be true.
What do you mean, Lord Captain?
As you may have noticed, we are here because of Owlcat.
I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should have glimpsed the earthen hue of treachery that creaked between her teeth. But Xenos colors are so rank. The variety of hues becomes maddening as soon as you rest your gaze on them.
I assume, like, even if you kill Owlcat when you first see her, you still end up in this prison, but for other reasons. Cassia nods tiredly. You mentioned not being alone in the darkness of the artifact. Was it a figment of clouded reason, or was there someone else with you?
It was real, Lord Captain. I must confess, I have been hounded by eerie strangers for many years. In my dreams, visions, and warp scryings, they try to reach me. They are tormented. They shout something I cannot make out. And one of those strangers, the most frightening one, is a woman who always stands aside and merely looks on in disapproval.
Is it one of the Chaos Gods or something?
Unlike the others, her image manifested itself more clearly each time. The refined features of her elderly face, the long white hair, the empty eye sockets glowing scarlet, and a third eye, the eye of a navigator. Once, in the middle of a warp voyage, the old woman dashed toward me and started strangling me. Praised be his mercy, for I was able to banish her to the fringes of my consciousness at that moment. However, that only angered the old woman. I began to see her ever more often, in shadows, at the edge of my vision, in my own reflection. And it was she, too, who waited for me in the darkness of the homunculus's cage. I know it for certain. Now, you know the last of my secrets, Lord Captain. Do you think I'm going insane?
Awareness succeeded. The old man resembles you a little too much, don't you think?
I had the same exact thoughts. But is that not a wild conjecture, even for a navigator? Or am I simply going insane, as unworthy scions of my family have?
Cassia's voice with despair. Cassia's voice with despair. What does it mean? She looks at you in the eye as if expecting a refutation of her misgivings. Okay, my lady, kiss her.
Doing this in full view of everyone? It is unseemly.
Cassia does not pull away, but merely tilts her head to the side, allowing you to press your mouth against her lips. Alright. Yes, that's it.
Let us raise our cups at Fata, Fenris Yolda.
Maybe talk to the commissar one last time before going to the arena. The traitorous maggot. I guess there's no point in insulting him or anything. He's promised to help. The game sort of seems like I was given meta information that he is to be trusted. Like maybe he's gonna sacrifice himself for something, for the greater good. I'm sort of debating whether to take Owlcat or Pask. I guess because Owlcat is a traitor, I don't want to hire in my party right now. And sure, like I guess it would be poetic to have Eldari to fight against the Drakari and all that stuff, but She's la trattoria. That's Italian for traitor, right? And since it's the internet, I have to point out the obvious. No, it's some sort of restaurant, but no, it should be. It should mean traitor. Female traitor, to be more precise. Yes. Mr. Game.
Let us walk this path to the end.
One step. Let's see what quests. Yes, quests we do we have. So arena, troubling development, find an escape, Comarag, instant. Okay, no mouse, yes, new ruler, yeah, okay. So here we only have steps of history. Yeah. Oh wait, are we supposed to use the portal in there? No. Okay, there's, yeah, it just wasn't visible on the map because we weren't close to it, I guess. Move them around a bit. This. Don't know how much any of
With
that
each
matters.
step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Homunculus minion, Master Tervandia sent me. The master who wishes for you to send Keikeras on a swift journey or to she who thirsts, do not expect a fair fight. This is your execution. However, Keikeras is incapable of adequately assessing whatever she fails to comprehend, and therefore you stand a chance, albeit a negligible one, whatever. Should you survive, do not return here. The witches will seek revenge, which is why the master has already left the chasm and found new patrons. He suggests you do the same, so says the master. I cannot resist the pleasure of killing you. Will you go to your master now? The master does not need me anymore. I'll go kill someone, get their pieces, make myself stronger. I know that this sounds too psychotic to say like that. Say nothing and turn away from the monster. Like, you know, if we do it in the name of the emperor or something, maybe it makes sense, but like the pleasure, that sounds too much like a dark elf. To take pleasure in just killing some random dude. Like, okay, some Xenos, but still. Thirsters, do you want to witness a great legend of an ancient as Comarag itself? Give it to you now. Behold the tale of Cyriliel the exiled, Succubus dethroned. Yeah. Cyriliel was a mighty warrior of her cult, renowned and deadly. Her dance of battle was an entrancing perfection of terror. But then a time came when the audacious apprentice of Lented Cyriliel turned her servants against her, drove her out of the dark city. Yes, I don't really care about her backstory. She wandered the webways, savage wilds, and slew scores of their terrible horrors as she fought for her life. Okay, monsters. In legend she slew them all and pressed onward, but our story will be shorter. Kill! Faster, pussycat, kill, kill, kill.
The holy xenocide is its own reward.
Holy suicide is its own reward, I guess. You can say that. Okay, alright, let's see. Oh yeah, and this thing is helping us. Anguish perspective. He's gonna act first anyway. Maybe put him here. I'm not gonna send him alone, so he can start off with shooting. Yeah, we have only one sniper right now. This Abelard can go there as well. Ulfa. Guess there's one big guy this way, so Cassia, ooh, she can be with the corpse there, very pleasant.
Running binary override.
Binary, Binary, Beneric, Bedurder.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
So we
My vow is to
only
serve.
have 3 enemies right now. Of course there's gonna be more. It would be quite silly to assume there aren't more.
Request approved.
But just use, yeah, this one.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Yeah, it wasn't super effective, but
The Omnissiah
guess it
knows
did
all,
something.
comprehends all.
Ow.
Is the reward.
Nice parries. We'll always have parries. Let's go here so we can use this.
And so it shall be done.
Yeah, that's four. Maybe she can go here.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Possibly get some benefits from this zone.
Rejoice in battle!
Yeah, it's not loaded again. Like, fuck. I don't understand. Alright, let's get back here then.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Hunt down the
The
prey man.
Emperor commands. I will not be deterred. And so shall you have been judged
What?
and found wanting.
Ah, is it? Damn it, I forgot they have that thing that they alternate. Like only half of the bullets
Actions
actually
will
do,
speak on
or
your
attacks do
minds.
anything. Okay,
Futile.
that was at least pretty good attack. So how about this? See, can we move this guy a bit? Nope, didn't work. So, but this won't do
I am a
anything right
navigator,
now.
not a
Yes.
servitor.
And we can give somebody else turn
If I
Abelard
may.
here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Hmm.
Victory is
Normal
imminent.
hit.
An exemplary strike.
Nice. Ooh, went back and fell down. Right now it took 8 damage for something, so it's still like
I will do my
like
duty.
next hit won't do anything again, right? Yeah. Okay, that wasn't kill fiends. Ow, ow, that hurts. Okay, let's use control
Doubt is for the
shot.
weak.
Okay, they took some damage. And
Faith without deeds is worthless.
let's go harm this guy.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
What kind of shot is that? Okay, we can still do
Power
this.
resides in the will of the righteous.
No, don't do that yet. Let's first
do it.
shoot the guy. Nice hits.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Sparta.
Doubt is for the weak.
Very nice. Okay, he got up. But will he stay up? Alright, let's start with a kick. Okay. Damn it. Because it took 2 damage. Yes, let's use these.
Hunger for battle. None can do this.
Nice.
Instrument.
And, okay, we cannot charge. This guy is too far away. We can still. Okay, we can walk. What if we? But this would eat up all our actions, anyways. Yes, we can still do it. Okay, nice hit. The next hit is not so effective. Oh, we could still move. Can we move next to that guy? No. Then let's just stay here. Alright, Abelard. The aberrant pile of lard. Alright. He's gonna ignore the first attack anyways. Yeah, that's this. Took some damage. Alright.
At your beck and call.
Let's see, let's put this here.
Running binaric override. As the tactical imperative dictates,
No, I think it's.
I venerate
Yeah,
you,
damn it.
machine
Should have done it the other way around. It's too difficult trying to. Like, pay attention to 2 different. Like,
My vow is
big
to serve.
monsters. To see which one needs which kind of punishment.
Running binaric override.
Right, now that one took 1 damage. I mean 0 damage.
And so shall it be done. I will not be
No. God damn it. It took 0 damage. I fuck it. Okay, how about this guy?
The Emperor, come on, let this be for war.
Alright, at least we killed something. What? Ah. Wait. Why did we do damage to that thing? Like, yeah, there's some special thingy that we have. Like, if you kill somebody with a critical hit, we, yeah, do something. But why did we shoot this guy? Like, I know it's a monster, or is it here to kill us in the end?
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Even the monsters of the obscure sectors of the webway feared her and fled out of sight. Surlia's exile continued in solitude until a great faceless swordsman barred her way. He wished to test her. Alright. So, yes, send in the clowns. Ooh, snake dude.
They will bow before me.
Single snake dude. Really? Can he shoot? He can. Okay, fine. Ooh, he has quite a lot of hit points though.
Rejoice in service.
Ah, yeah, he's gonna be one of those annoying ones who's gonna interrupt my turn.
Judged and found wanting. Let my fury rain down upon
that's not
thee.
bad.
The Emperor commands.
Magenta. Hmm.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is
Okay, that was super easy. Bested by Surlia's hand, the swordsman knelt and recognized her skill. He was no mere mortal, but the god's creation with respect for all things flawless. As a reward for her victory, he offered Surlia a gift, the way to a place where she could claim her vengeance. So, yes. Is Surlia gonna come finally? Is she as weak? In a forgotten fragment of the webway, she found a lair guarded by an ancient beast of immeasurable flesh. Surlia delivered blow upon blow, and yet her strikes could not diminish the creature's body or mute its roar. Okay, so is it gonna be a monster? Okay, let's see. Those things. Roar, roar, rip, rip. Rip in peace.
'Tis time to taste the brew of battle! The drink of axe and bolt gun grim!
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'm serious. I'm not bluffing. So how many hit points does this
As the
guy
Emperor
have?
commands, this is why I was chosen.
And that was quite devastating for you, my Fraulein friend. don't know how many. And is there? Oh, okay. This can use this to attack at least.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Okay, that was pathetic. Infinitude of its being was no match for the needle of Serlea's focused will. She ran the beast through, pierced its heart, and ripped it free. That heart was the black crystal of Satan, the bestower of power. Okay. Alright. So are we gonna fight against the crystal? Nice that we can't see the text. Comaragan brought down those who had served and later betrayed her. She came to the threshold of her arena and shouted the name of her apprentice, the one who had once dethroned her. Okay, so we have to kill the apprentice. Okay. And here her apprentice did. The succubus Sinistoria answered a challenge, descended the steps toward her. And killed her. Took Sika, the bestower of power, from her cold hand.
Your words mean nothing to me, for I speak the language of the retribution.
Rah. So Incubus, which again is pain engine. Oh, it's like 700 hit points. That's quite a lot. Of course, that. Yeah, let's see out the small dudes first.
I'll do it. As the Emperor can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Kakaros. Wait, that's Kakaros already. Okay, I didn't expect her to be here. Maybe let's hurt the beast. Oh, okay, it's one of these things, of course it is. Shadow protection. Now, degradation.
Just a minor setback.
That death won't be easy.
And she gets a turn too. That's not fair.
Fate shields me.
Okay. And we kick Kaikarus. Okay, she didn't take much damage. Oh, we can attack with the sword. Oh, can attack. Okay, let's see what this does.
This is why I was chosen.
Skill is lacking.
That did like 1,000,000 damage. Okay, that's really cool.
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith.
She's running like 70 kilometers. Alright. So can she still... Agonis pain engine. Maybe we should go end the pain of this engine then.
Justice for the...
Nice. Alright. Really far. Let's go here. Yes. Let's use control shot so that we don't hurt. What's her name? But this we will never use this. We'll just use this instead.
Cubs playing.
Oh, where's the... Okay, now it's 70% chance. Okay, she's dead.
Out of your bones.
She's dead. That was quite easy. Oh, we can still do something.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Let's go here. Kick this one.
The wolf is on the hunt.
You will pay for this in blood.
Nice.
I challenge you, damn get.
Okay. Abelard's turn. How about we go here and then hit those two guys.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I took care of this.
Nice.
Watch it, you stinking
Oops, sorry.
sons of trolls.
Oh, only one enemy left.
It will
I
be
guess
done.
that Kaikarus wasn't so impressive after all. No, it's not a strike. We are not playing almost not
Victory is
billiards, but
imminent.
bowling.
Indeed.
Okay, let's use this. I
At
haven't
your
used
beck and
it in a
call.
while. Cassie, does she get the honors of ending the suffering of the last one of these guys?
Be careful
Incubus.
not to cross my gaze.
Right. Time to end the filthy monkey suffering. Okay. But with me, my merchant, vagabond, make haste for the frenzy, blah blah. So that was the Harlequin, and now that's the Commissar, I guess, and his buddy. Finish of the key cross, we did that. Commissar, towering fearlessly over the carnage, is sparking overs to the fighters while simultaneously raining fire with his pistol. He sees you, turns his head, and shouts, still firing. Not a good time, your lordship. No, we'll cover you. The Emperor will acknowledge your sacrifice, Commissar. Thank you, your lordship. Just doing my duty as a disciplinary officer of the Imperium. Save yourself. With a parting wink, the Commissar turns back to his troops and bellows, for the Emperor. You inspire the Commissar and his people to die honorably, fighting the innocent, shouting his name. Lingering for a moment, Ulfar winks at the Commissar. You are a fearless scoundrel. Alright, you're gonna have a line on my saga. Farewell and fight valiantly, so that the All-Father may hear the screams of your enemies. Oh, I guess that's the highest honor this traitor can earn. Guess we can start looting. You know, in the middle of battle, flee, but no Xeno emitter. Whenever the wearer inflicts burning on an enemy, the effect gains +6 additional levels. This enemy also gains the side dampening effect until the wearer's next turn. Interesting. What this stuff? Ghost plate armor. Okay, let's see. Splinter. I think we have this fancy splinter pistol already. And those, we don't need those blades. That's the fancy armor, okay. What's this? Bloodlight hex rifle. I guess we can keep it. Sharpened venom blade. Is that a new one? The damage does seem quite high. Incubus clay. We have one of those already, and it doesn't look so good anymore. Reinforced incubus armor. That might be okay. Let's take another one. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream here. Like I was thinking, debating with myself whether I should do the level up, but no. I'm gonna end the stream here. My son is still sleeping, but he's about to wake up most likely, and I should start cooking. So I'm Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching, and we kicked some serious butt today. Bye bye.